So, hello Linda, and thank you for agreeing to make this short video interview. And actually it was last night we saw your boat in the harbor where we are having holidays actually. And of course I got so intrigued who you are and what you do, and googled you, and I am amazed about what you're planning to do very soon. And if you would like to share what is this big plan?
Yes, thank you, Dora. It's lovely to meet you as well. So what I plan to do is probably the end of next week, I'm going to push off from here, Gran Canaria, and row solo as a female across 3,000 miles to Barbados, across the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm doing this to raise funds for Action Medical Research, and also to raise awareness for older women and what we can still achieve in sport. I will have my 50th birthday on the 11th of February, so I should be round about middle of the Atlantic Ocean when I turn 50. And I think it's very important to show that older women can still achieve great things in sport.
Thank you. And actually this is what triggered me when I read your news that I'm also 50 plus, started racing only a few years ago, and my kind of mission is to promote this. And I hear from my environment that people sometimes get inspired to not to give up, oh, you're over 50, so you should stay on a sofa and watch a movie. But get out, push yourself safely, of course, but still it's not over. It's and normally if you live 92, then it's nearly.
Exactly, there's so much left to do as well, and it's great to have dreams still, when we're 50. And instead of people thinking, oh my goodness, this is great, you're 50 and you're doing this, it becomes more normal. So that would be something that I would like to achieve.
Yeah. And I got also inspiration. We moved to Denmark nearly 2 years ago, and actually I'm not sure you've ever been there, but everybody's doing sports very regularly. And when I go out paddling, I see sometimes ladies paddling in the winter, rowing. 80,
yeah, that's
75,
fantastic.
And it's just part of life. So yeah, I think it's very important to normalize that and not make it like a special thing. But
that's right. Yeah, a female empowerment.
And I read that also in life you're doing something special.
Yes, so I have children's homes. So we look after and care for children with learning disabilities and challenging and emotional behavioural issues. And we give them a safe environment in which to thrive and promote their self-independence to move on when they become 18, and work very closely with them to help their confidence, and so that we can put them on the right track in life and they can achieve their full potential as well.
And this is incredible, and I see that a lot, that young people need so much attention and care, and they look like independent, but they are actually needed caring guidance.
Yeah, exactly. If children haven't had a very stable start to their life, and it throws them into chaos and confusion. So what we try to do is give them a safe, a stable base on which to start building those blocks for them to become independent, confident, and grow into great young adults.
And how do you see the sport as a part of helping them grow healthy?
Absolutely. So because sport is such an integral, normal part of my life, I like to think that the children are so invested as well and interested about what I'm doing now. So I like to think that I'm helping to show them sport is a part of your life. This is something that we do. You know, it's not something that's an additional side on or you make time for. You should be doing sports, you know, throughout your life, running, swimming, cycling. All the kids have their own bicycles. And it's great. I like to show them to get out there and just move around and enjoy it.
Did they send you off with a message?
Yes, and I've got a card that I think this message is written inside. So when I'm feeling low, that's for me to open then in those moments and read the messages from the children. So I look forward to doing that, but I'm keeping it for the special moment when I just need that inspiration.
So they will follow you?
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. I'm on a yellow brick tracker, so they can track me every day. They can see where I am. That would be exciting for them. It's good to expose them to this sort of thing so that also they can think, oh, that's a great thing, maybe I could do this or something else. You know, it's not such a strange thing for children when they're to be exposed to when they're so young.
Yeah, and I read that you have quite a record of like podiums and medals in quite diverse sports actually.
Yeah, so I'm quite good. Ironman is my sport, and so rowing is relatively new for me. I've only been doing it for getting on for 2 years now. So Ironman is what I really enjoy, and it's my passion. I just love it. I love doing training for 3 sports in one. And yeah, as an age grouper, I've had quite good success going to the World Championships and racing for Great Britain and things like that.
And the silver medal?
Yeah, yes, at the Europeans. That was good. Yeah, I love the sport of Ironman, and I pretty much love any kind of endurance sport. Anything where you have to go for a long time, I find I'm quite good at. I'm not just as quick as I'd like to be, but I think I can go for a long time at a pretty good pace. So that's my skill.
I'm really amazed, and I must ask you, aren't you afraid of the ocean?
Well, I'm not afraid, but I'd say if I didn't say I was a little bit nervous, I'd be lying. So I'm more excited than nervous, but definitely a little bit of nerves, which provides good adrenaline for the push-off. I expect once I get a few days underway that I'll feel a lot more sort of at home in my routine and everything. So yeah, nervous excitement is a good term I'd use. But I'm not afraid, no, but I certainly have respect for the sea and what can happen. So I know all my drills and procedures to keep myself safe.
Yeah, and how is that you support yourself mentally? Because it's you plan to do it like under 40 days?
Well, the current record for a female solo, which was set by the incredible Victoria Evans, and she's also a fellow Brit. She did it in 40 days, and I think it's like 19 hours.
Yeah.
And she took 9 days off the previous record.
Yes.
So she smashed it. She's amazing, and she's a really nice person as well. She's all for female empowerment as well, and she's like, yeah, go Linda, if you can get it into 30 something days, that's brilliant for what women can achieve. So we can and set the best benchmark that we can in the sport. So if I could beat her record, I would love it, and she would be very happy as well for it.
And that's what I love about water sports, also in paddleboarding. What I experience is supporting each other, mainly in the master and grandmaster categories. Yes, there is sometimes fight at the boys and to make it to the podium, but otherwise it's huge support and everybody's so happy for each other. And if you're faster than me, yeah, good for you. I mean, you were better.
Yeah, especially being a female, I think everything we can do for women in sport to set new records and set new benchmarks for what females can achieve, it's all going in the right direction, whoever it is.
And how you prepare physically, I mean, well, I've never done it, and I'm definitely not going to do it. But it's
You
like
never know.
it's about nutrition, it's about sleep, it's about physical needs, hygiene,
Yes.
cold.
Yes, there's a lot. There's definitely, especially being a solo rower, there's a lot to it. So you just have to train and dial in your routines so that everything becomes second nature. When you come off shift, eat, recover very quickly, well, keep your bum clean, keep your hands clean after every shift and before you come back on the oars, so that you don't get infection in your blisters and cuts and things. So just that repetition, dial it all in, so having everything become second nature. That's the training, just doing it over and over again, because that's why I've been going out now doing my safety drills so that they're dialed in and I know exactly what I'm doing should you get into trouble on the boat. So yeah, training over and over and over. And lots of rowing.
Yes, it's a complex project.
Yes, there's especially learning all the navigation, learning all the instruments on the boat, because before this I wasn't a sailor, or I didn't, so it's all been new to me. It's been a pretty steep learning curve, but very interesting.
And like, how much calories you eat a day?
Yeah, so I've brought food for, I'd say I'm good for about 4,000 calories a day, although I would probably consume around 3,000, 3,300, but I've got contingency there as well.
Okay.
And lots of snacks, salt and vinegar crisps, chocolates, donuts, muffins, yeah.
And communication?
Yeah, so I have a sat phone and I have a spare sat phone, and I also have a BGAN, which means I can connect to the satellite, the Inmarsat satellite in the sky, and then I can use that as a router for my phone if I want to download some photos or some videos. But again, being a solo rower, it makes it all very difficult. So there might not be a lot of that going on, but I'll try it as much as I can.
And what is if something goes wrong? Like, you cannot make it anymore, you're exhausted, or like anything. Then what is the safety plan?
Well, if I have bad weather where I'm going to be blown backwards and I need to stop the boat like an anchor, I have a para anchor, which is like a big parachute, and you drop it into the water and it will hold a ton, so it acts like an anchor and will stop me from being pushed backwards. I also have a drogue, like a large drogue and two small drogue system, so that maybe I don't want to be stopped, but if the seas are so big and unmanageable, I can slow myself down but keep going if the wind's in the right direction. So that will help in big seas. And then if it's really, really bad and there's a problem with the boat, or you know, I've hit a tanker or something, I do have a life raft, and I have a grab bag with all my emergency food, flares, an emergency backup phone, everything that I would need in that, emergency water, a little mirror to attract you know, attention, and I have a PLB, personal locator beacon, which will go off. I also have an e-pair behind me as well. That goes off automatically if the boat is submerged in water, and that will send distress signal to all the various boats.
So okay, now I feel a bit more calm.
Yeah,
knowing that technology is supporting you.
absolutely. We have a lot. When I think back to how, you know, they did it before, in the days before we had all this, I think they were very brave, and they had no communication. So I also have my VHF radio as well. I'm connected to the AIS, so other boats and tankers, they'll all be aware that I'm there, and my alarm will go off if they're located about 10 to 25 miles away, so I can just get on the radio, call them up, say, hi, I'm a very small rowing boat and I'm here, can you see me, just so they know that I'm there. So yeah, we have a lot to hand should anything happen, and that's what we've gone through.
What do you want to feel when you end up in the Caribbean? It's your as I heard that your brother is waiting for you and your family.
Yeah, my family and friends will fly out to meet me. So whether I get the record or not, as long as I know that I've done my best, I'll be happy with that, because so much is in, you know, the lap of the weather gods as well, and what happens, and it's a long time to be doing something. So as long as I know I've done my best, I'll be happy with that.
Great. And just for those who are watching and want to support you, and through you.
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram. My name is blakely.linda, and also there's a Just Giving for my charity, Action Medical Research. So my boat's called Ulster Warrior, and if you Google Just Giving Ulster Warrior, then the page comes up, and the charity is amazing what work they do with children as well. So just reading about that is good, and follow me on blakely.linda at Instagram.
Thank you, Linda, and it was really like an honor to talk to you.
Likewise,
and see
you too, Dora.
And for those who are not here with us, it's like really amazing to feel the energy, to feel the passion. It's really tangible what you represent here. So I wish you very good winds and waves and smooth journey.
Lovely.
And how many days? It's really the way, the journey you're planning.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's already.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the journey and growing. You know, it's an experience. Whatever the however long it takes me, I'm looking forward to the process and the journey on the way.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you very much.